Hello, I am Sadie O'Neill with the American Public University. Today I'm presenting Protecting Animals Through U.S. Federal Law and Ethics to EVSP508 Environmental Ethics Summer Session B001 of 2022. The United States has various federal laws that are in place to protect the vast variety of animals found in the U.S. These have been passed for both humane reasons as well as moral ethical decisions. These laws apply for all sectors and treatment of animals, whether it be business or personal. In 1873, the U.S. government passed the 28-hour law. This set of rules sets humane standards for the transportation of livestock, meaning that if they are being transported for longer than 28 consecutive hours, they have to be offloaded for at least 5 consecutive hours with access to food, water, and rest. This law is majorly enforced by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or the USDA. The 28-hour law can fall under the worldview of deep ecology. This is due to the fact that animals have inherent worth as a living being, no matter their value to human needs. Following the 28-hour law, there was the Lacey Act of 1900. This act bans trafficking in plants, fish, and wildlife that are illegally obtained or sold. The Lacey Act is regulated by the USDA as well as the Plant and Animal Inspection Service. The worldview that best fits the Lacey Act is deep ecology as well. By making sure these plants, animals, and fish are obtained legally, as well as everything being legal from their immediate sourcing to the time that they are sold, there is value placed on these objects no matter their worth to humans. Therefore, deep ecology suits this act best. Not even 3 years later, in 1973, the Endangered Species Act was passed. This act established protection for fish, wildlife, and plants that are threatened or endangered in the face of extinction. The Endangered Species Act is enforced by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and the United States Fisheries Service. The Endangered Species Act falls under the worldview of shared community. A great example of this is the American bald eagle. Once the bald eagles were listed as endangered, the entire United States band together to protect them, and now their population is no longer endangered or threatened, and it is stable and growing. One of the most recent federal laws passed involving the treatment of animals is the Animal Crush Video Prohibition Act of 2010. This act was an amendment passed to prohibit creating videos that portray animals being crushed for distribution or selling. This act is primarily enforced by federal, state, and local law enforcement, and it is regulated under the PACT Act of 2019. This act, as well as the PACT Act, fall under the worldview of deep ecology. By prohibiting animal crushing for distribution, marketing, etc., it is showing that these animals have a deeper value than what humans can price them at. In general, the United States approaches environmental ethics in a very nonchalant manner, but when it comes to animals, that's normally the one thing that's held up to a higher regard ethically. Animals, when compared to humans, are extremely vulnerable under human hands. Therefore, acts like the Lacey Act have been passed to protect these living organisms that cannot fend for themselves. If the United States regarded other living beings like they did animals, our ecosystems would be a lot healthier across the entire country. And these are my references.